What's up, everybody? This is Brian.
And I'm Logan. And this is Tops. Sup. And this is Bottoms. Sup. And we're Crush Cards. Hi, team. Happy Friday. How you doing? Oh, God. Sorry, my knee hit the thing.
So, we put up a poll on our YouTube community page asking you guys what you wanted to see over the course of the next couple weeks, because let's be honest, there's not really a format, there's not really a lot going on, so we want to give you guys what you wanted to see, and one of the most recommended and requested profiles was an updated Crusadia Guardragon, or just like a Dragon Link deck. So today, we have decided to bring that to you guys because that's what you asked for. So, this is our updated Crusadia Guardragon deck list, and before we get into the deck list, we just want to let you guys know that we have a lore video on all the Crusadias, all the Orcus, all the Mech Knights, that entire thing. It's incredible. There's 2 of them. Go check that out on the channel.
Yes, there's one that is just the straight lore for an hour, and then I have one where I dive into the mythology and the theology, so be sure to check that one out too.
Whoa.
And there will be a new Buster Blader lore coming in the next week or 2, so keep an eye out for more lore.
If you guys are brand new to the channel,
hi, it's me, Logan, and Brian, and Tops and Bottoms.
go down and hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. It helps us out as the channel a lot, and it also allows you guys to get further access to more content and have an input in what we do. We want to be really community-based, which is what we try to do with our channel.
So go check us out on Instagram at CrushCardsYGL. We have the links and everything. They'll be in the description box.
We respond to as many messages, if not every message that we get. We also have a Discord, so check that out. We just started it, and it's a really wholesome community. We are on there all the time trying to do a lot of calls, voice chats, just trying to get to meet you guys and know the community a little bit more.
And then I definitely recommend you check out our Patreon. Today is May 1st, so the new month just started. So all of you patrons for April, hello and welcome. All of your benefits are kicking in today, and you'll be on the end screen. Isn't that neat? We also started a Patreon, and it is May 1st today, so all of our April patrons, your guys' benefits will start kicking in as of today. And if you guys do sign up this month for June, you will still get exclusive access to posts that we do and Discord benefits as well. You just won't receive merch or get the dueling or deck building until June begins. So there's still incentive to join now. Just keep that in mind. Wink, wink.
And with all that out of the way, let's get right into this Crusadia Guardragon updated deck profile. Starting off, as usual, we play triple Crusadia Maximus. This is probably the 2nd or 3rd best Crusadia. It's really hard to rank these guys. So for any of you guys who don't know how these cards actually function, they all have the same effect where they can special themselves to a link arrow of any link monster. It doesn't even have to be a Crusadia link monster, which makes these cards really good extenders in other decks, but in this deck, they specifically serve other purposes also. So Maximus says that you can target one Crusadia link monster you control, and this turn, any battle damage that it deals to your opponent is doubled. The only stipulation is that other monsters can attack. However, this is typically an OTK deck going 2nd, but we are playing this going 1st to set up an unbreakable board. So Maximus is just a really good follow-up or recovery play if you're not able to kill them mid to late game. Then we play everybody's favorite. I would argue this is probably the best Crusadia because it's just the most versatile, but we played triple Arborea. Crusadia Arborea, once again, special summons to a link arrow, and then if a Crusadia monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your field or graveyard instead. So this is basically just your Baylinks. It's a level 3 which comes up, and it's a tuner, plus it's a warrior, so you can really search this card off of Rona. Then we play triple Crusadia Reclusia. The reason that we max out on all the Crusadias is not only because they are really good cards, but because in order to get your full combo going 1st, you want to see at least 2 Crusadias or at least 1 Crusadia and an extender. But Reclusia is also really good because you can target 1 Crusadia card you control, which could be itself, and then 1 card that your opponent controls, and then destroy those cards. So it's a really awesome interaction with this is if you already have an Arborea engraved, you can activate this and then target itself and then pop one of your opponent's cards, but this would technically destroy itself. But as we just said in Arborea, Arborea protects from destruction. So you can just banish the Arborea and still leave this on field while popping your opponent's card and then continually keeping your play extender.
Wow.
It doesn't come up often, but he is a spellcaster, so it helps you play around Secret Village sometimes.
Who's playing that?
Pens.
Ugh.
Next, for, I would argue, the worst Crusadia, triple Crusadia Leonis. Thank God we finally got this as a super rare, at least. Now we can say most of the deck is maxed out.
Rip Regulux sitting at a common.
This card says you can target 1 Crusadia Link monster you control. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. So once again, if you have this, and then you have Maximus, you could do double piercing damage. So like, it's okay. It's like, you literally just need it because it's a Crusadia name. You don't really, this card's meh. And then we move on to the dragon portion of the deck. This is a Dragon Link deck. And of course, we have to play triple Crusadia Draco. Not only is this card probably the best extender in the entire deck, but when this card is summoned to a Link pointer, you literally just get to add back any Crusadia card from your graveyard to your hand. So this card is so strong, helps you recurse some resources, helps you get to mid-late game grind games, and also just extends you into your Guardragon combo. And he's a level 4. And that's all of our Crusadia names. Once again, we max out on all of them, but continuing on with our Dragon extenders, we play triple copies of Ran Ryu. I'm not sure, but I'm almost positive that in our last build, we only played 2. We bumped this up because it's just a free special summon off of Saryuja, or if you control a spellcaster monster, this card special summons itself from the hand. So this could trigger with your Magius or your Reclusia. So this card is once again just a free extender and helps you get more bodies on board. And it is a level 4, plus it's a dragon, plus it provides you with so much more utility. Now, a lot of people have chose to cut this engine, but I think this is probably one of my favorite parts of the entire deck. We are playing double Rocket Tracer. The only reason we're playing this is because it is literally a level 4 dragon tuner. So this card can help you get into all your synchro plays. If you need it to get into your Guardragon plays, it's an extender that way, and it's recurable because it's a dragon. So the card is just really, really good. This deck is basically just recurable resource dot deck. Like, it's so fun to play. And then of course, we do play the 1 black and the 1 white dragon. For any of you guys who don't know, when black dragon leaves the field, it searches white dragon. When white dragon leaves the field, it searches black dragon. You can't normal summon these cards, but you can special them. Black dragon banishes a light monster to special, and then white dragon banishes a dark monster to special. Pretty self-explanatory. We play the 1 defrag dragon still.
Ew, it's a common.
I know, this is probably my least favorite card in the deck.
It's really ugly too. I'm sorry. I'm
It
totally
is.
just dissing on defrag dragon, but it was not a cute design at
But
all.
since Destrudo got hit on the ban list, this is probably one of the best / most free extenders that you can still play, because you can special summon this card from your hand by sending another monster from your hand to the graveyard. So it's kind of like an inherent danger. And then if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 3 monsters from your graveyard with the same name except defrag dragon. So if this is a mid to late game grind game and you do have 3 Crusadias with the same name in your graveyard, so basically all the copies that you play of the 1 card, you can banish them and special this for an additional extender. It's just a dragon, which is why we play it, and it's kind of a free special summon. And then this card is the reason that the deck is playable. It is very, very sad that this card is officially getting an errata, but Red MD, not a hard once per turn, when it is special summon, allows you to special summon a dragon type monster directly from your graveyard to your side of the field. So this card is just so busted, man. Rip Red MD.
Play while you can, team.
We do play the 1 Amorphage Goliath. We are playing Hieratic Seals in our extra deck, and this is a really, really great target because you're not playing the Union Carrier Buster Whelp block, but this is essentially the same exact combo. And the cool part is none of these cards are really bricks, because if you can get to your first and or even second Saryuja, you can just shuffle 6 cards back or 3 cards back, whatever. So this card can literally just go right back into your deck and you don't have to worry about it. Play the 1 Gamma Seal. There's absolutely no reason to explain this card. This card says that you can remove 2 kaiju counters from anywhere on the field when your opponent activates anything, and negate the activation and banish the card. This effect is maybe one of the strongest negations in the entire game, and this deck allows you to play.
Gamma Seal. Hi. Gamma Seal. Hi. Hi. I'm gonna let this joke go until you can't stand it anymore, so. Hi. Gamma Seal.
This deck allows you to play 4 copies of Kyoto Waterfront because you do play the Terraforming. Kyoto Waterfront says that each time a card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you place 1 kaiju counter on this card. It holds maximum 5, and then once you reach 3 counters on this card, you can just search Gamma Seal directly from your deck to your hand. So once again, this card is just absolutely insane. This 2-card combo right here is unreal. Having infinite negates is so strong. Search cards, we play the 1 Rhoda because it just searches Arborea, so we realistically are playing 16 Crusadia names. And then we play triple Quick Launch. This card just gets you access to your Rocket Tracer, so you're playing 5 copies of it, which is why we only played 2, because you do want 1 at least live in your deck, and then you can just recycle it off of Red MD, or this can just special it out if you need a level 4 tuner or if you need a dragon name. It doesn't matter. This card is so strong in this deck. I highly recommend to everybody that is trying this deck out, try this engine. It's so strong. A lot of people are cutting it, but we'll do a test stand and you'll see why this card is so good. And then just generic extenders. We are playing the 1 Reborn, the other Reborn, and then the other Reborn. So we're playing 3 Monster Reborn. This one's for dragons, this one's for anything in a Link monster, and then this is just generic Monster Reborn. So these cards are really, really cool. And then Guardragon also has a really awesome effect where if you do get stopped mid-combo, it allows you to move a monster in your main monster zone over. So if you can get to an LP or a Pisty, but you can't actually make the arrows work out, this can just move it over so that you can make those plays live. We do play the one Cosmic Cyclone in the main deck, believe it or not. You don't want to lose to back row, and you especially don't want to lose to Mystic Mind game 1. So if you open this, trying to be a going first deck, of course, you can just set it, and then they go to activate any problematic back row, you can just chain to banish it instead of having it resolve. So this card is really, really good. Highly recommend it. I've been testing one Cosmic in almost all of our decks, and it does make a huge difference. So like, you want to have answers to back row, especially now that there are a lot of back row decks like Eldritch and Mystic Mind, Altergeist, Guru, all that stuff still running around in the format. So having an answer to one of their back row is still really good in the main. We do side the rest. Play the one Upstart, literally just a 39 card deck. And then the 39th card, aka the 40th card, is Crusadia Crawler. This is just a really, really good mid to late game or an interruption additionally if you want to go for your Equimax play instead of going for like more link plays. So this is a really cool effect. What this card says is that you can special summon this card as an effect monster to a zone that a link monster points to. And if you do, you can add one World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. So you can search your Succession or your World Legacy Guardragon for a follow-up play next turn. Onto the extra deck, we play the one Link Spider in case we get Nibiru. Not really a big threat anymore because I think people are starting to realize that Nibiru isn't the best card in the game anymore. So you just play this for protection. It allows you to continue to play on. If you guys did see our last test hand video with this deck in the profile, we do a combo on how to play through Nibiru with this. So go check that out. We will put it in the end screen of this video. Play double copies of Crusadia Magius only because this is your initial play starter. And if it does get stopped to turn 1 and you live to turn 2, you can just do it all over again. Or if you just need an additional Link Arrow and you have a Crusadia monster, this is just really, really good extension. It is a spellcaster, and this card says that whenever a monster is special summoned to its arrow, you add one Crusadia monster from your deck to your hand. Play the one Spatha. Literally, it's just part of your combo. This is your Guardragon card. Play the one Regulex because this card searches your crawler. So once again, mid to late game, grind game. If you want, you can special summon to this arrow and it searches the crawler. And then if you have an additional extension, you can go into your Equimax and then you just set this card. And so how this would work is you could special summon this card to the arrow because that's its effect. And then Equimax's effect says, a quick effect, you contribute one Crusadia or World Legacy monster card that this points to, and then target one face-up card on the field and negate its effects until the end of the turn. So this is just another interruption. This is just like another negate, and then because you special this, you get to search your World Legacy card, so you get an additional follow-up. And then Equimax, of course, the real reason that we play it is because it gains attack equal to all the combined original attack of every card that this points to. So if your opponent's dumb enough to put a card here and then you place 2 cards here, it is just game. And then like, of course, if you have Maximus, it just does double damage. So this card is really strong. This is your OTK machine. This is the reason we don't play Boral Sword. So that does it for our Crusadia lineup. We do play the one IP.
Because she's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, IP is IP. Like, we don't need to explain this card. It's amazing.
The IP stands for infinitely powerful.
Ooh, we play our Guardragon package. We're just gonna put all these up here right now, and then this is like, it's not really part of the Guardragon package,
I mean,
but
it might as well be.
Yeah, it might as well be, exactly. So LP specials from the deck, specials from specials from hand or deck, specials from grave or banished, bounces to special summon a dragon, and then bounces a card on your opponent's field, and then just start users draw, spec special. Yeah, like this card is so good. So this card is just like really cool because once again, it provides you with that interruption of locking your opponent out of their extra deck by getting your Amorphage Goliath, and if you know that the deck that your opponent is playing is a really normal summon reliant deck, you could just bounce their normal summon and that's it. Like, you automatically just won the game. You typically have like 3 to 4 other negates on the field too, so it's really hard to break this board. The only link for we are playing is the Mechanite Crusadia Abramax. This is a Crusadia deck, and everyone said, you guys gotta play Abramax. Why aren't you playing Abramax? And the real reason was because it was hard to get into with all your Guardragon plays. You don't play enough Link monsters or monsters from the extra deck to get into this to make it worthwhile. So we did cut the Abyss Dweller to play IP, and IP allows you to get into this so much faster, so much easier, and also can just allow you to have more interruption on your opponent's turn.
Plus the fact that he can't be targeted and special summon monsters can only attack into him, and then he just gains the attack anyway. I mean, like, he's indestructible with IP. Like, I mean,
nuts.
It's Abramax. Must we go into this? Have you watched the channel?
And then if this card is like destroyed or sent anywhere from the field graveyard,
the non-targeting sends from field to deck.
Yeah,
so
this card is really, this card is insane. And then we play our Synchro package as before. We play the one FA Dawn Dragster and the one Borreload Savage Dragon.
There's my Savage Man.
These 2 cards are so strong. Spell Trap negate, and this is just an Omni negate for anything. Like, this card is so good. If you guys do not have your copy of Borreload Savage Dragon, it is not guaranteed a reprint yet. I would say go pick it up. We've got a couple of these. Like, this card is so good right now and just wins games on its own. But that's it for the actual profile. Let's get into some test hands.
Ooh, we're gonna power shot shuffle. Wow.
Shout out to Dragon Shield for these really cool gold sleeves.
Hi, Dragon Shield. Please sponsor us. Can you tell we really want you to sponsor us?
Absolutely love Dragon Shield. Like, we don't use any other sleeves, like extra deck, main deck, side deck. Well, that's the same as the main deck.
Between Taco Bell and Dragon Shield,
yeah,
those are the two sponsors.
We love Dragon Shield. Dragon Shield is probably one of our favorites. Cool. And also, once again, clearly, shout out to Team Sam for this incredible map.
Oh yeah, look at my dinosaurs, aren't they cute? Wow, you should go get one because it's great.
And if you guys want, go over and head over to his store right now. It is literally the last day to get the limited edition map with Nibiru coming out. Everything's on fire. Cute. It's really, really cool. So check that out. And yeah, here we go. I'm gonna cut my pony.
All right, I'm not a pony. It's weird. All right.
God, you always cut it and make everything not square. Dua. Arborea, Secession, Reclusia, Maximus. We are going to start by normal summoning once again our Arborea, linking away into our Magius, and then we will once again special the Ran Ryu effect. Now we'll search the Draco because we don't have it, and now we will link for 2 into our Spatha. We'll go over here this time. And then, of course, we can special the Draco to the arrow, which will trigger Draco, adding back the Arborea, link the Draco into an LP. Spatha will target LP and move it. LP will special Red MD, then Red MD will special back the Draco. Here we go. Off to Saryuja Town. Saryuja effect, draw 4. Ooh. This card's terrible. This card's terrible. And then this card just gets us this card, so we'll put this card back. Awesome. So here we go. We're going to special our black by banishing a light. And then we will link black into our Pisty. Black Dragon will activate, searching us a white dragon. And then Pisty, grab our Red MD. And then Red MD, special the Draco. And y'all know where this is going. Saryuja Town. Draw 4. Man, there's 9 cards in hand. This is crazy. 3. Hey, there's some field spell action. Okay, so
it only took half the deck.
So the way that I think about it, we have to put 3 back. So we want to keep this. This is a tuner. This is a guaranteed level 4. This is a guaranteed special summon. And this is our level 4 tuner. So we'll just go and grab, we can keep any of the reborns, it doesn't really matter. We'll put these 3 on the bottom. Now first things first, you're gonna activate our Kyoto Waterfront. We're gonna activate our Quick Launch, special summoning a Rocket Tracer. Quick Launch has now left the field, go into the graveyard, so we will, whoop, get a 1. We can special summon our Maximus, and then we can synchro summon
Savage
into Savage, so there's the Chew, and then Savage will activate.
For my turtle boy.
Getting the little scary Yuja, giving our good old Savage some 4, and then we will special our white, not our woe.
What?
Banishing Black Dragon.
Why do people watch this channel?
And then we will special the Arborea. We can now, oh my gosh, sync for 7? Look at God.
Oh my God.
That's it, 3 now. And now we can activate our Waterfront, grabbing Jregame Shield. Shuffle off, I guess. We will go Monster Reborn. We will grab our Rocket Tracer. This now goes to 4. And then we'll activate Saryuja's effect, special summoning the Gamma Seal. And now, full combo, friends. And then this will go to 5. So the way that I like to think about this, we put the counters on here because these were special summoned to Saryuja's arrows. So this is 3,300 defense, this is 2,300 defense. Warlord Savage Dragon is 4,400. We have 5 counters, which gives us at least 2 negates with Gamma Seal, and then whenever a card leaves the field and hits the graveyard, we can literally just continually refill this card. We have a Spell Trap negate, we have a Warlord Savage negate, and then once again, whenever our opponent does something we don't like or puts a monster on field, we just activate the Hieratic Seal, bounce it, and special summon our Amorphage Goliath, locking our opponent out of their extra deck.
You don't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! This looks fun.
1, 2, 3 infinite negates on board. So this is really cool. This stops you from evenly matched. This stops you from Lightning Storm. This stops you from evenly matched and Lightning Storm. Like, once you can establish a board like this, it's really hard for your opponent to break something like this.
Wow, it's good time deck. This looks great. And it only took you 14 years to combo off. Isn't this so fun, guys?
So this is our updated Crusadia Guardragon list. It did get hit just a little bit by Destrudo getting banned on the last previous ban list.
Poor boy didn't deserve nothing.
The deck is still strong as can be. This deck wants to go first. You know how to side going going into games 2 and 3. So we hope you guys like this video. We hope you guys subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Once again, check us out on Instagram, Discord, Patreon, all that cool stuff. We love interacting with you guys. We love getting to know you and the community more, and that's why we're here. We're here to just build up the community. So let us know what you guys are looking for. Happy Friday.
We love you. You matter. You're perfect. Have a good weekend. Please like this video and comment because it's cool and it makes us happy. All right, bye guys.
Bye guys.